So, let's get right into it. China is restricting rare earth mineral supplies to Western defense companies, and the implications are like
Yeah,
massive.
absolutely. It's a bold move on China's part that targets how Western nations, especially those in the defense sector, get access to these critical resources.
Exactly. And you know, rare earth minerals are the backbone of modern tech, from smartphones to stealth jet components.
Right. I mean, can you imagine the ripple effects on defense capabilities when supplies get tightened up like this?
Definitely. It forces the West to rethink their supply chain strategies and even consider alternative sources, maybe even accelerate domestic production.
But here's a point that intrigues me. Was this really a calculated response to, a broader geopolitical strategy or just an isolated economic move?
Well, it's like a classic power play. China controls a major share of the world's rare earth production, and using that as leverage, it's signaling, hey, we call the shots.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's sort of like holding the keys to the kingdom, right? What do you think about how this move affects the US defense industry specifically?
Indeed, it's very significant. Western defense companies depend on these minerals for advanced tech systems. If they're restricted, it could slow down innovation and potentially compromise national security.
Exactly. And what about other countries in the West? Could they be equally affected? Or is it primarily a US story?
I'd say it's widespread. While the US is prominently featured, European defense sectors are also heavily reliant on these materials. So it's a like multi-front challenge for the West.
Interesting. Now, the report mentioned came from a major outlet, right? Something like CBS News or a Wall Street Journal piece?
Yeah, exactly. It was highlighted by CBS News, with John Imont, the senior reporter from the Wall Street Journal, discussing on their CBS Morning News segment.
Right. So that adds a layer of credibility to the claim. But I've got to ask, isn't it a bit concerning that such coverage might amplify tensions between global powers?
It's certainly a double edged sword. On one hand, bringing these issues to light informs policymakers. On the other, it might escalate geopolitical competition.
I get your point, but could it also be a call to action for Western nations to, diversify their sources for these minerals?
Absolutely, it's like uh, a wake up call. The West must um, invest in alternative mining, recycling, and even
Yeah,
new
that sounds right.
technologies to reduce dependence.
And there's an economic angle here too, isn't there? The strategic use of these resources might influence trade policies significantly.
Spot on. Trade wars and tariffs often get tossed around, but this is a more subtle weapon, restricting supplies rather than outright
Yeah,
tariffs.
it's like using scarcity instead of direct aggression to tip the scales of power. Pretty clever, if you ask me.
Exactly. I mean, it's like offering less candy to your rivals until they either cave in or find another source.
That's a catchy analogy. But here's where I kind of disagree. Don't you think that this move could also backfire on China politically? Maybe pushing the West to develop stronger alliances or like improve domestic technologies even faster?
Sure, that's a valid counterpoint. It's a risk. The West might indeed ramp up efforts in creating a self sufficient supply chain, which in the long run could erode China's current dominance.
Right. So it's a high stakes game where both sides have something to lose.
Exactly. And it really sits at the crossroads of international trade, national security, and global technology competition.
And it feels like we're entering a new era where resource control is as vital as traditional military might.
For sure. You know, it's like a chess match where every move, be it a supply cut or a strategic investment, reverberates across global alliances.
Yeah. I wonder, though, what can Western defense companies realistically do about it? Can they simply lobby for alternative supplies?
They can try, but the alternatives aren't exactly readily available. There's only so much that countries can produce domestically, and setting up new mining operations takes years and major investments.
That's true. And then there's the recycling angle. Reclaiming rare earths from used electronics is promising, though it's not yet a perfect solution.
Right. They've got innovation on their side, but the technology isn't quite there at scale yet. It's like trying to replace a critical ingredient in a complex
Yeah,
recipe
absolutely.
on the fly.
So, in essence, while this move by China is clever, it's a risky play that could accelerate Western advancements in rare earth alternatives.
Exactly. It's a strategic gamble. China tightens their grip on the board, but the West might just adapt faster than expected.
And all of this underscores like how intertwined geopolitics is with resource management. It's not just about money, it's about power.
You got it. And whenever you look at these moves, it serves as a reminder that global supply chains and trade policies are like modern day tools in the arsenal of national strategy.
Right. It really makes you wonder what the next move will be on this global chessboard, doesn't it?
For sure, it's like every decision now carries huge weight. One misstep and it ripples out to economy, security, and technology development.
Absolutely. And what about the role of media here? With outlets like CBS News highlighting these issues, the public is like more informed, but also maybe more anxious.
That's a great point. Media plays a huge role in shaping perceptions. And by broadcasting these reports, they push policymakers and companies to act sooner rather than later.
All in all, it seems like we're witnessing a pivotal moment where resource management is front and center in the global power play. Thanks for the deep dive on this. It's been really eye opening.